So tonight's dinner, Carla, is a recipe I kind of came up with on my own. It's baked salmon with a basically a marinade of teriyaki, honey, and sesame oil. Marinates in that for a while. We cook it. It is incredibly delicious, easy to do. Um, it is incredibly tasty. Like I love this stuff, and I have this like about once a week. I do this. Um, it is absolutely fantastic. Doesn't it look good? Tastes good too. So anyway, I hope you're all doing well, Carla, and we're gonna get started on this right now. Hey, Carla, I'm back again, and tonight I'm going to do a baked salmon with teriyaki, honey, and sesame. I think your family's gonna like this. This is really easy to do. It is incredibly delicious. And so I'm going to get started real quick. What we need are some salmon. And I bought this lovely piece yesterday. So a nice good size um, salmon fillet that we're going to marinate. We're going to need some teriyaki, a little bit of honey. This does not have to be the raw organic honey. We're just using this for a little bit of sweetener. So we can just use regular old honey, be fine. And a little bit of sesame oil. That's it. So we're going to start by mixing up the marinade. And I'm just using a container. This is actually a to-go box from the old Pink House in downtown Savannah from where I ate there last time. So just making up the marinade. I'm going to basically pour the teriyaki in. Kind of a fair amount. That's a fairly thick piece of meat right there. Okay, that's probably good. To this, I'm gonna need a spoon for a second. All right, the honey. I don't have measurements for this. I don't know how much honey I'm actually using. But I'd say maybe a couple of tablespoons, maybe. Just give the bear a couple of good squeezes. Just to add some sweetness to it. That's probably good. And then a little bit of the sesame oil. Now the sesame oil you need to be gentle with because a little bit of this goes a long way. You do not want to get too much sesame oil in this. So I'm going to say maybe a teaspoon or so. It's probably good. If you get too much sesame oil, it's going to get a bitterness to it. All right. So then, just going to give this a stir in the container to kind of get the honey mixed in with everything else. And you can use whatever kind of container you got, you know, low pan or some other kind of dish, whatever, be fine. Just something you can cover. That's probably good. Let me just sample this for seasoning. See how it tastes. A little bit more honey. It's not quite sweet enough for me. I'll give the bear another good squeeze here. Let's try that. Yes, I'm using the same spoon I just tasted with, but I'm the only person eating this, so not a problem. So, I just finished filming my garlic video. In fact, it is uploading to YouTube. Oh, thank you, dog, for shaking right while I'm talking. It's uploading to YouTube right now as we speak. So by the time you see this video, that will already be up online. And I meant to do these two videos, both of them, like a couple of weeks ago. There were some technical complications, being that my camera died. Ended up having to buy a brand new camera. So these are the first two videos with the new camera. Alright, let's try that. Definitely better. Okay. So, got that made. All we're going to do now is just take the salmon. I'm going to put it flesh side down, skin side up, so that the flesh is in the marinade. Kind of poke it down a little bit, like such. And then this is just going to marinate for a couple of hours. Shut off the hands. In the refrigerator before we cook it. Put the lid on that. And about every 30-45 minutes, I'll just take it out of the refrigerator and give it a good little jiggle like that. Just kind of get the marinade going around on it. Back in the refrigerator. So several hours in the refrigerator like that. And then we'll come back and we'll actually start cooking. Okay, fish has been marinating for a couple of hours in the refrigerator, so now it's time to cook it. Preheat the oven to 325 degrees. And I'm going to cook this in a loaf pan because it's about the right size. I could use a bigger pan, but that's just bigger stuff to clean up, and it works fine in this. So I'm going to take the fish out of here. I sprayed the loaf pan with some cooking spray just to make cleanup a little easier. And it's going to go into the pan, skin side down, like such. Fits perfectly. I'll rinse my fingers off for a second. Spoon a little bit of this marinade over the top, just for a little extra. Alright, into the oven for about 30 minutes. How long do you cook it? Kind of depends on the size of the fish. Smaller piece you could do with 20 minutes. This is a fairly thick piece in the middle, so I'm going with 30 minutes at 325, and then it's going to be ready to eat. Okay, my 30 minutes are up, and this is the deliciousness that comes out of it. It smells incredible. It's nice and flaky. Look at that. I'm going to taste this. Pardon me while I taste it. Absolutely perfect. Because you get the glaze basically on the top of the teriyaki and the honey and the sesame, but you also get the full salmon flavor of the meat itself, because the marinade does not penetrate all the way through the fish. So it's a perfect combination. It is fantastic. So, Carla, I hope you try this, add it to your regular rotation. I try to eat salmon at least once a week because it's a good heart-healthy fish. It's got good heart-healthy oils in it. But this is really good stuff. So anyway, I hope you give this a try, Carla. Enjoy it. Let me know. And I'll see you next time. You take care of yourself. Bye.